Just turn your phone off. Turn your phone off unless you're on it. But turn mute everything else, and
Close all your tabs or take this tab out from your browser, turn everything else off.
right.
So you can really dedicate this time to fuse this. It does take a level of concentration and intention.
And if you start to drift off, which is okay, but if um, you just open your eyes, because I'm going to say close your eyes, but if you if it's more it's fine, and you'll be doing it fine if you go to sleep. But if you don't go, but if you can catch yourself and open your eyes and kind of refocus, or have a word that's your safe word. Only it's this is so safe. Like a mantra that's your favorite word to say. Maybe do that. But other than that, yeah, just be present. Be as present. Choose to be as present as is possible for you at this moment. And that's all that we can ever ask of ourselves.
Isn't she lovely, guys? Aw. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so everybody get comfortable and just let your eyes fall gently shut. And take a deep, gentle breath into your lungs and hold the breath and release. Another gentle, deep breath and breathe up into your brain and hold it. And release. And another gentle, deep breath and breathe into your heart chakra, and hold it. And release. And now breathe down deep into your belly and down through your legs and into your feet, and feel your feet standing on Mother Earth. Just the lusciousness. You just think of being barefoot on the sand, and on some beautiful grass and Mother Earth and dirt. Oh, and let them go. And now just relax back into your normal breathing and become aware of the rhythm of your breath. And become aware of the rhythm of your heartbeat. And now become aware of the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And just by thinking that thought, your heart comes into rhythm with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And now all of our hearts are beating in rhythm with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. So all of our hearts are beating in rhythm together, all over the world as we sit here. And now become aware, just by thinking the thought, of moving with your awareness right up above your head into your upper room, and take a moment to explore your upper room. This is your sacred room, it's your eighth chakra, and it's the chakra that connects you to the whole universe. But it's your room, nobody else's. It's just for you. Your special place. This is where your immortal being of light really anchors in. You could even maybe get a sense of your immortal being of light here. And then become aware that your white star is lighting. And this is your star. It's your star forever. Sparkling right here in your upper room. And as it shines through your upper room, your upper room just transforms into light. And your upper room can be indoors or outdoors, both. It's whatever is wonderful for you. You can make it up. It might, or you might just see it or sense it, imagine it, whatever. And in it is your star, this light that connects you to all the light and therefore all the love in the universe, right here, in 6 inches above your head. And now, because thought directs energy and energy follows thought, we're going to just direct this star to open up and begin pouring down. And it pours down like liquid out of the star. And it pours through your head, through your brain, down through your face and throat, down through your arms, down through into your hands. It's just liquid, sparkling light. And white light holds all the light of the spectrum. So you might see different colors of light or sense them. But it's pure, sparkling crystal light that is pouring out of your hands now. Pouring out of little doors that you've opened in the palms of your hands. Just by thinking the thought. And this liquid light continues pouring down now through your upper chest, through your heart, pouring down through your solar plexus and down through your pelvic bowl and all your organs here, pouring down through your legs, liquid light, and it's pouring down and clearing out whatever's ready to go into the light today. Whatever feelings or sensations are just being washed out and washed down through your legs, into your ankles and feet. And then think of opening those little doors on the bottoms of your feet, and just the liquid light pours on out and pours down into Mother Earth, carrying with it all this psychic debris. And Mother Earth just opens up and just drinks it in because she loves the light and she also loves the psychic debris because she's the greatest recycler in the universe. So let her have it. Don't feel shy. Just let all this stuff out, washed out into the earth, to Mother Earth, pouring down from your star, filling your, pouring down your arms, out your hands, washing through your belly, clearing, opening space for more light to pour through and down and out. Pouring through your mouth and your throat, opening your throat, that place that we speak. You know, so often we swallow back down all things that we really needed to say, and it gets clogged up in our throat chakra. Let's just pour some extra light in here. And into the heart. And wherever, now just take a moment and explore with your awareness your body and just become aware of one part of your body. There may be more, but one part of your body where you're holding tension, where you're feeling tension or pain or an anxious feeling. Now this light's pouring down, your starlight pouring down. And now all of a sudden the light pulls back and it becomes like an ocean of light. And then it starts to build and build into a wave until it's coming in, and this wave comes up and crashes on that place in your body. And then it pulls back out to sea. And then it builds and builds and builds into a new wave. And that wave of light crashes onto that place in your body and pulls back out. And one more wave comes in and crashes. And then the light is continuing pouring down from your star, out your feet and hands. And this is relaxing and letting go. And now, I want you to think of closing up the bottoms of your feet and the palms of your hands. And yet the light's still pouring down. So, but now the light is filling you up. It's filling up your feet. It's filling up your calves and your knees and your thighs. It's filling up your pelvic bone, all the organs of your torso up into your heart and lungs, pouring down through your shoulders and down through your arms, filling your hands and arms, and filling your throat now, and filling like your whole head until your whole brain is filled with this beautiful starlight. And now that starlight is spilling out the top of your head and pouring down over your body, because you're so filled with light now that you're spilling over with the abundance of light, this abundance of light that never stops. That star is filled with light that never, ever empties. And now your body is a fountain of light. And you're filled with light from inside out and from outside in. And you become aware that you are the light. You are the light. And now think of moving back up into your upper room and just directing the downpour to stop. And it does. Because thought directs energy and energy follows thought. But it's also connected to heart knowledge and mind knowledge, connected all together. And now you're filled with light, and you are this beam of light now, this being of light. And you can imagine yourself as like a acupuncture needle that is just light, that is now, think of where you are, where you're seated in your room, wherever you are in your physical room. And if you're asleep, wake up. And in your physical room, think of you're now a light body. You're now filled with light. Now I want you to think of standing, we're putting your feet in a circle of light that you can create with your thought. So you just create a circle of light, and it's your point of light. It's yours. And stand on that point of light. Hani will stand on her point of light. I'm standing on my point of light. We're actually sitting down, but that's fine too. But we're each standing on our point of light, and we're sitting in our point of light. We're all sitting in our point of light. So, okay, so here we are. We're sitting on our points of light, and we're filled with light. And so move with your awareness into your heart chakra, that place right at the tip of your sternum. And think of sending a beam of light to Hani and me, Barbara. And Hani and Barbara are sending a beam of light to you. And Hani and Barbara are sending light to each other. And so we're all receiving light coming into our heart chakras and giving light going out from our heart chakras at the same time. We're giving and receiving light from this at the same time. And now in the center, we are creating this chamber, because all this light's has gone back and forth from our hearts on each line of the triangle. So we have now created this chamber, this light chamber. And you can imagine it however, but it is a triangle. And it may look like a pyramid. And now, this being of light emerges from the center of the triangle, of the triad, of the chamber. And she is like a sparkling ruby red little being. She's a little being. Her name is Joy. And she's now sending out beams of ruby red light from her heart to all of our hearts. And we're sending it back to her because we're giving and receiving is simultaneous. And now the chamber is becoming more alive, more alive. Now, we're also being held by a circle of goddesses. And these goddesses are multi cultural. There's Isis and Kuan Yin and Kali and Lakshmi and Sophia, the daughter of Sophia, and the emerald goddess and the sea goddess. And they all hold this. They're standing in a circle, holding the energy because this is their work. This is their work. This is the divine feminine, the mothers holding us doing this. So we're a triangle. Now we have created this wonderful, wonderful fusion chamber, and into the fusion chamber, we're going to now put trust and distrust, and just think of just throwing them in. Like on one hand, you just throw in trust, and the other hand, you just throw in distrust, and then you throw in money, and then you throw in love. And okay, they're in there. Now, what happens is we just hold this, and we're standing here on our points of light, and it's our duty. It's our job. It's what we get to do, is hold the light for what's going to happen. Because this being of light, this joy, which is the joy of living, which is why we're here, she is going to start spinning. And all of a sudden she does. And she's spinning clockwise. And she's spinning so fast that she's and all the light that's coming out of her and through all of the things we've thrown in there is like taking everything apart and spinning so fast that our little brains can't keep track of it. She's just going, and we're just holding the space. We're just holding the space and being open to whatever sensations you might have in your body or thoughts that come in, and just watch too. And the spinning, and she's just spinning and spinning and spinning. And all these polarities, these are just being shredded. They're shredded in this light. They're all coming up to pieces as it's spinning. This beautiful joy being is spinning clockwise, tearing everything apart. And you might feel it, you even have sensations of it pulling stuff out of your own body and into the light and into this soup that's being created. I'm just going to sit with that in silence for a few moments. And now, suddenly, Joy stops spinning and she begins spinning counterclockwise. And as she begins spinning counterclockwise, these beautiful turquoise shining balls start bouncing throughout the chamber and bouncing off of everything and bouncing and creating the fusion with the spinning. And then you might even see these figure eights, energetic, these little energies shaped like figure eights moving through as this fusion is happening. Fusions and Joyce spinning counterclockwise. And you can even think of opening the left side of your body, the receiving side, and receiving what's happening here. It's not just happening in the chamber, it's happening inside of you because you are a co-creator of of this chamber. Just watch that, feel that, experience it, or just be with it. As joy spins counterclockwise. And now, joy stops the spinning and just be standing there on your point of light. And just, she begins to just beam out more of her joy and more of this newly fused idea, newly fused consciousness. Came from money and love and trust and distrust. But they're all something new. They're all something new. And she's just sending that out to you from her heart to your heart, to all of our hearts, right here on our points of light, holding the chamber. And it's just going deeper and deeper now, sinking through the chamber, and then into us, each one of us. We're becoming filled with more, and our light bodies are shimmering and shining and assimilating the essence. And it doesn't matter if you have any understanding of it in your brain, because you probably don't, because this is so far beyond logic. It's just a knowing that is growing in your heart, in your gut, in your cells, in your whole sweet body. And then become aware also that all of this is held in your beautiful immortal being of light. So that you are here in your physical being of light, filled with the light, held by a immortal being of light on these 3 points of this chamber. And now the goddess Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, the goddess that brought through the whole new understanding of money as love, comes into the chamber, and she just brings her blessing of compassion. And then she comes to each one of us one by one and embraces us. Comes to you and embraces you. She comes to Honey and embraces Honey. She comes to me and embraces me, Barbara. And then she thanks us for this wonderful work. And then sends us back. And we leave our points of light and sit back down here and now, knowing that this work will continue. And what we have done is going deeper and deeper into every cell and molecule and atom and subatom of our physical being and our physical knowingness and our deepening sense of our true light self. And whatever we take from this, it will be revealed little by little throughout the next few days. But don't try. Trying gets in the way. Allow, let. And now bring your attention into your feet, wiggle your toes, into your hands, wiggle your fingers. Reach up and give your third eye a little massage, kind of help ground you. And then open your eyes and stretch. And drink water if you have it. It's very important to hydrate whenever you meditate. Because water um, is the blessing for the emotional structures. Ah, so that's
That's our alchemic chamber. Write in the comments below like how you felt and how that was for you. And that was cool. Ooh, I feel so expansive now.
yes. Why don't you even share a little bit more of what you experienced,
For
so that
sure.
other people can understand how to look for that in
As well,
themselves.
yeah. So I experienced as the column of light was going through, or how do I describe it? I felt like there was such a big presence of light, and I love the connect when I was receiving the love, giving the love. In the beginning, I was like, should I give the love from the heart? And then, because the simultaneous receiving and giving was a little confusing, I was like, okay, when I'm giving, there's one pathway, but then I'm receiving in another pathway. Should I receive it from behind? But then I was like, but the pyramid is in front. And so, what I ended up doing was I had a bubble that was receiving and giving. So, I didn't have to think about the directions.
Good.
And I thought it was
Perfect.
yeah, and I was like, that's how I can simultaneously embody giving and receiving the light. And then when Joy was doing the work, oh, when the green ball was moving in the fusion process, um, it became this little chamber that a little bubble that was almost like a universe because it was like pinballs going through, and that was so fun and so particle like. I was very yeah, and as that was doing, things were becoming or melting together or creating, and and then that last part, I just so love the way that the Kuan Yin was, coming to each part of the pyramid. And it was so gentle. It was so maternal and so wise. And that energy that she brought to the care. And I could just so tell from the way that you were facilitating it how important it was for us to honor ourselves in the process of our service. You modeled it so beautifully when you said, and she came to Barbara and, gave Barbara the light. And I was just like, wow, like that is divine feminine. So that's my experience.
That's a wonderful experience. Yeah, all the different things you can see. I mean, it truly happens. It's the new reality. It's the new level of what we can, how we can. We're going to create this world that doesn't make any sense to the because it's so multidimensional. I mean, but we bring it in and we do it, and then it works.
And it's like, it reminds me or it grounds again the importance to continuously retune back into this energetic field. There's so many forces in our world that takes us away from this place. And so that's why it's so important to do this work, to come back to it over and over again and to deepen the relationship with this frequency and this ever evolving light
Right.
body and light structure. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was a
So
joy.
beautiful. So Barber has two books that you can get on her website, which we'll link below or above. And she also does private sessions, so you can experience this on your own with her personally. And she has just so much more as well as she continues to create more. Is there anything else you want to share about the 11 pillars or anything that you want?
Um, oh, um, also you can go on YouTube. I have quite a few or several of the light energy, just downpour meditations with different colors. So just to Barabara and Wilder on YouTube, and they're just there for you. And but it's really it, being a light worker isn't an idea. It's it's a process. It's something you do every day with putting the light inside of you and letting the light heal you and teach you, because the light is a teacher too. The light opens up spaces in ourselves and our inner knowledge. But it's a kind of meditation that is much more active than most meditations. It's because you are literally becoming the light, and you are doing it. It's something that is doing, and then you are allowing the light. So doing and allowing all happening same again at the same time. And the more of us that are becoming filled with light, being light beings, the easier it is for our whole lives, because it's so much easier when you get up in the morning and fill and do an inner shower of light and fill yourself back up with light before you go out into the world, and then you kind of fill your field, and then you can put a little shield around your field, and then you can go into the world with a whole different way, and the world responds back.
Beautiful.
People respond to you when you're filled with light like you just never even believe.
You'll feel so many beautiful connections, friendship. You'll feel that people who usually treat you a certain way may shift the way that they respond to you. And you'll feel yourself respond differently to situations. And of course, if you've done personal work, you understand this. And light language and the way that we're embodying light is just another level of doing this with even more intention. So the intention here is to accelerate this, because right now what I'm understanding, and I'm not sure if you're experiencing this too, but the streams of new light and the new dimensions or the new nuances of light is even like it's changing even more rapidly at a speed that it was previously.
Oh God.
So that's why we need to do this daily, so we can really update the system to this new codes of light that are coming through constantly.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's like updating your computer. It's like it's new updates, we don't. If your phone's turned off and you don't know about the updates. So, but when you turn your phone on, you go, oh, new updates. When you turn the light on, you're getting the new streams that are coming in.
And
So
it's really really amazing, and that's how we do the work that we do, and we are potentially having more collaborations as well. And this is, if you're listening to this for the first time, or if you're listening to this information for like the 10th time, or if you've been decades into it, this is the calling to step even more into that seamless integration of light. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and the brotherhood and sisterhood of light. And we can put that into the chamber too. um, just this human family of life, this human family that we're and
Humanity of light. Humanity of light. Yeah. Light created, light infiltrating humanity.
right.
And the war with light. Pushing it, introducing it into the earth. Yeah. So So thank you for being part of this light activation, this global party, this global synchronistic wealth activation, because the wealth is light. Activation is activating the wealth within you, and then globally as well, as we're talking about humanity and that oneness of the entire earth lifting up in this new vibration of this new light. And that's what's going to help heal the earth. That's what's going to help us ascend in a pathway of this organic light that's coming through. So thank you for being a part of this, you and you and you and you and you. We are so happy that you took the seriousness and the time and the playfulness to do this work together. It is a true honor for all of us to do this work together, and we really can't wait to go in deeper with all of you.
We certainly can't. This is just wonderful. Thank you. It's really fun to work with you, Bonnie, and
Yeah,
all of you. All
thank
of you.
you. It's all co-creation. All right, talk to you soon, guys. All access passes are available down there, and links up there, and comment what you experienced down there too. Mwah.